Welcome to English Street Lab. Before you skip this video, I have a question for you. What if I told you that the English teacher you've been looking for is already in your pocket? What if a tool could help you practice English anytime, anywhere, without judging your mistakes? Sounds impossible? Well, today's story is about a boy who thought learning English was too difficult until he discovered the power of AI. And what happened next completely changed his life. So don't skip this video. Listen carefully, because by the end of this story, you might discover a smarter way to learn English yourself. How AI helped a boy learn English. An inspirational English learning story. One rainy afternoon, a 16-year-old boy named Sami sat quietly by his window. The rain tapped softly against the glass while he stared at his English textbook. He sighed. English had always been his biggest challenge. Whenever he tried to speak English, he felt nervous. Whenever he watched English videos, he could understand only a few words. And whenever he saw others speaking English fluently, he felt discouraged. One day, after failing an English speaking test, Sami returned home feeling disappointed. He threw his bag onto the bed and said to himself, "Maybe English is not for me." At that moment, his older brother entered the room. "Why do you look so upset?" he asked. Sami explained everything. His brother listened carefully. Then he smiled. "What if I told you that you have a personal English teacher available 24 hours a day?" Sami looked confused. "What do you mean?" His brother took out his phone and opened an AI chatbot. "This? Artificial intelligence?" "Yes," his brother replied. "It can help you learn English every day." Sami wasn't convinced. "Can a machine really teach me English?" his brother smiled. "Only one way to find out." That night, Sami decided to try. Sami practiced them throughout the day. Then he returned and asked for more. Day after day, he continued. Soon, he discovered something amazing. The AI never became impatient. It never laughed at his mistakes. It never judged him. No matter how many times he asked a question, the AI always helped. One evening, Sami typed, "Can we have a conversation in English?" The AI replied. "Of course, let's practice together." For nearly an hour, Sami chatted in English. At first, his sentences were short, very short, but gradually they became longer, better, more confident. Every mistake became a lesson. Every conversation became practice. Weeks passed. Sami created a daily routine. Every morning, he learned 5 new words. Every afternoon, he practiced grammar. Every evening, he had a conversation with AI in English. Slowly, his English began improving. One day, while watching an English YouTube video, he realized something surprising. He could understand most of what the speaker was saying. A few months earlier, that would have been impossible. Excited, he paused the video and smiled. For the first time, he felt real progress. But the biggest change wasn't his vocabulary. It wasn't his grammar. It was his confidence. Before using AI, Sami was afraid of making mistakes. Now he understood something important. Mistakes were part of learning. The AI had taught him that. Months later, his school organized an English-speaking competition. Normally, Sami would never participate, but this time was different. He decided to try. As competition day arrived, he felt nervous. His hands trembled slightly. His heart beat faster. Yet he remembered all those conversations, all those practice sessions, all those hours spent learning when his name was called. He walked onto the stage. The audience looked at him. Teachers watched carefully. Sami took a deep breath. Then he began speaking. His voice was steady. His pronunciation was clear. His confidence surprised even himself. For 3 minutes, he spoke entirely in English. When he finished, the room erupted into applause. Sami couldn't believe it. The same boy who once thought English was impossible had just delivered a speech in front of dozens of people. A few days later, the results were announced. Sami won 2nd place. He wasn't the champion, but he didn't care, because he had already achieved something more important. He had defeated his fear. That evening, he sat by the same window where months earlier he had felt hopeless. The rain was falling again. The same window, the same room, but a completely different person. He opened the AI chatbot and typed, "Thank you for helping me learn English." The AI replied, "You did the hard work. I only guided you. Your success came from your consistency and effort." Sami smiled. The answer was true. AI had not magically taught him English overnight. It had simply become a tool, a teacher, a practice partner, a guide available whenever he needed help. From that day forward, Sami shared his experience with friends. Many of them believed learning English was too difficult. Many thought they needed expensive courses. Many thought they weren't talented enough. Sami always told them the same thing. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to know everything. You just need to start. Use the tools available to you. Practice every day, and never be afraid of making mistakes. Years later, Sami became fluent in English. He could read books, watch movies, communicate with people from different countries, and even help others learn English. Whenever someone asked him how he became fluent, he smiled and remembered that rainy afternoon. Then he answered, "I learned one lesson that changed everything." "What lesson?" people asked. Sami would smile and say, "Technology can open the door, but only your effort can help you walk through it." And from that day on, he never stopped learning, because he had discovered something powerful. With determination, consistency, and the right tools, even the biggest challenges can become possible. If you enjoyed this story, remember one thing. AI can guide you, but only you can do the learning. Every new word you learn, every sentence you practice, and every mistake you make brings you one step closer to fluency. So don't wait for the perfect day. Start practicing English today. And if you want more inspiring English stories that help you improve your listening, vocabulary, and speaking skills, then subscribe to English Street Lab and turn on the notification bell. Together, we'll learn English one story at a time. See you in the next story.